Yeah, g'day viewers. Ken here, aka Stone Toot. Yesterday, one of the viewers turned around and said, "WELKER farm" to me, and I said, "Yeah," and I didn't realise that I had Walker Farm up there, and they said, "Not Walker Farm," and I went, "Oh shit." So the last few videos I put Walker Farm when I first typed it apparently, and then I've just been adding the number ever since I jumped on. Like when I jump on, I just quick put day 5 down, or like day 5, and I hadn't even really looked at it and noticed it because I broadcast it and then away I go and didn't really notice it, and I went back and I went and looked at it. Oh, so my bad. No disrespect to Nick and his family. Family's name is very important, and I feel real bad about that. So I corrected it today. And yeah, all I can do is say sorry. It's bad enough I ripped apart their farm. It's not intentional that I'm ripping apart their name as well. So my bad, my big bad. So all I can do is say sorry. Yes. So not a happy man. Made a big boo boo. Certainly don't want to upset people. Anywho, let's get on with this fantastic fun. Yes. So anyway, sort of put me on the back foot, so not that I'm going to stop with the farm. It's a great farm. So we'll listen to this thing burgle away and then we'll get into it. Why is it on All-Sea Radish? I've got no idea why it's on All-Sea Radish for. We weren't supposed to be planting that. We're supposed to be planting corn in here. When did that happen? It's cotton. Yep, cotton. Yeah, so this whole paddock's going to be cotton. We're going to be doing that in cotton. Yeah, I've got to find out why that's got radish on it. Another bad, see? I could, make excuses and blame lack of oxygen and that, but I'm not going to. It's always my bad, always take responsibility for my own shit. Yes, I did the last couple of runs in all-seed radish. Man, lucky I wasn't paying for the seed, eh? I was. Alright, so now we know what's going on. I'll have to go back and correct that. Turn off. What do we turn off for? It'll give me a bit of a chance to fix it up too, because sort of stuffed that one up a little bit too. Took my eyes up for 5 seconds. I thought it was a long paddock, but it wasn't. It was a short bit. Anywho, how's everybody going? It's a nice sunny day today. Not much wind about, but it's looking good. This tractor's in the Aussie specs. I did last night muck around with the, let's see, I'll come back and do a loop later. Thank you, viewer. And whoever it was, if it was you that pointed out yesterday that it was Walker Farm, not WELKER farm, thanks for that. Yeah, I felt like an idiot. I went, yeah, what are you talking about? Didn't quite get what you're saying at first, until I looked at it later. Yeah, it's not good. Right, so we'll just change this up to, what do we want to do with that? That's the wrong button. Go back. Really throwing me out today. How to change seed type again? Is it triangle? Yes, it was. And that was it just then. So, I'll do it again. No, it's grass. No, we're putting soy down here, that's right, because it's not, That's right. Because this isn't the corn harvester. Alright, so put it on a worker so they get a straight line, and we might do some of the repair. The reason why I'm using this width instead of the 18 like I normally do is because I figure I'll chuck some down here and then do that strip of grass there is a little bit too thin for my liking, but case being that you're gonna have to use it. Yeah, so yesterday I did finish off the corn and that up the top end. Not the corn, the cotton. Sold all that. I started ripping up the other end, like I went through and ploughed it all with the flexi coil. Just to run over it because this seeder and a couple of other seeders that I've got are not direct seed, so to throw down this 40, I think it's 44 row of cotton. I was going to do this big large field of cotton so we can get some money up when it grows, because as you can see up the top there, we're down to 28,000 bucks. So yeah, we're chewing through it. So I'm gonna have to either cheat in some money if it keeps up, or yeah, just go get a loan. Prefer to cheat the money than get a loan, but yeah, because you got to have crops actually growing and plant, you know, getting grain and stuff. I got the oats and that I harvested from that other paddock just over there, past the other green tractor. The John Deere tractor, sorry, we'll just say it right. Is that his first or second run there? Hang on, go back in and have a look. Oh, that was the first one, okay. We'll chuck it around and do another one. Yeah, so basically I'm going to do this in cotton. Do the whole lot in cotton. Then we're going to be running a... the reason why I did it over here, I'll have to show you. Remember when I was saying the other day, I've got to go back into the editor and correct the spelling of those other ones too. I didn't realise. I always see I've been talking a lot about skinwalkers lately and stuff too. Not to make another excuse, but it's always on my mind basically. And we're hunting and that. So yeah, skinwalkers. Someone asked me if I believed in it. The guy I was hunting with actually, Beamer. And I said, of course I do. I believe in Bigfoots as well. There's a lot of different things out there you don't understand. Indian legend that going way back talks about all that sort of thing, so it's definitely out there. You have to be a rocket scientist to work it out. There's things out there that we don't know about and that can't explain. Hell, we didn't all just pop out the ground and start walking around. Or if you want to go the other way, we were made and then there was a spare rib added to make another, so there you go. Depends on which way you believe and what you believe in. Made from a spare rib. Pretty insulting, but it's an afterthought, isn't it? Yeah, what I was going to say, talking shit, I divided up here. Remember what I said I was might put a road through, just a strip road through here to divide the two paddocks? Well, we'll do that. Because I was going to, like I said, no disrespect to the family and their farm, but this is the way that, that's why I don't play with that sort of thing. How do you lower again? Damn. Let Betty. Come on, slowly. No, see there, that's where you get, now how do you flatten? That's why I don't muck around with this sort of stuff. I should have checked before I pushed the button. See, always stuff up. And now it's not going to register there, so I can flatten it. Can I flatten the ground, please? Flatten the ground, son. That's it, just flatten it through there. And look at that paddock all wrecked. Jeez. Right, now we're right. Should have noticed I didn't even have the texture put in, so things just don't go right. When they go wrong, don't they? Are we in here? Are we right here? That's the way I normally do it. That way I don't muck up too much. But I'm normally on ground level, more close to it, so I can see what's going on. But this is real life. This is me, you know, average Joe, just doing this sort of stuff. I'm no, I don't claim to be any map builder or anything like that. Someone sent me a message saying that can they use the Dell Ranch one that I did that everybody likes, and yeah, it's there for anybody to copy. That's what it's there for. That's why I give different looks at different things. I did that at first because look at the amount of stuff you can use, but you know, slot count kills you, of course, on here. It's very, very interesting. I used to like build HO scale stuff, models and that sort of thing, railway stuff that is. When I was a younger man, so I was always into building scenery and landscape and that sort of thing with the HO stuff. So go down to there, go to be sure. Right, textures, grass. Where's the grass? I went the wrong way. That's the one. Oh shit, triggers. There you go. For some reason it's a bit smoother driving like this. Whoop. Always step it up. Yeah, so again, big sorry to Nick and his family. I didn't even realise it was on there until like when they said it yesterday. Sort of threw me up a bit and sort of played it down a bit, thinking, what the hell are you talking about? So whoever that was that said something yesterday, thanks for that. I didn't even realise it. Plus I seem to say Walker rubber than Welker a lot on there, I noticed. I'm not used to seeing it. You got to say it with a bit of an accent, it'd be right. There we go, that'll do it for a ride, because I'm butchering it as usual. Oh man, I don't like that. Oh well, can't do enough about it now. So, oh no, we've done it again. So this soybean patch is going to be a nice big wide one. Let's have a look at how much damage is done. Should have kept an eye on that. Well, they just widen it right out. That'll do, I suppose. And they'll come back on the second one too, won't they? He's been going good today. Yeah, why not? Just let them run a big, massive soy patch down, and then or bean. I don't know what it's called over there. I think it's soybeans. See the bar space. So that stuff over there, I've got to actually bail that up as well. I actually went across to the other one and started over here with the oaks, because I wanted to get that done as well. So, once it's finished over there, it'll come back here, because that's what we're doing at the moment. We're just selling bales. Look at that, 18,000 already. I've got to start doing some bales. I'll let that go back on another run. I'll have it on it. So, where's the baler? No, not that side. It must be the other side. There. So we're going to have to run bales to, I'm a bit unorganised today, aren't I? That sort of threw me for a 60 the other day. Put it down, turn it on, and hold the tool. I thought I did. Oh no, I didn't. There we go. Come on, son. Right, so we'll just jump back a minute. We'll keep an eye over that side, and when we see him, hopefully we'll be able to see him go past. And just keep an eye on him, because I don't want him running too much soy. I didn't want to rip all the grass up and make it soy. I wanted to make some bales and that as well, to sell those bales as hay bales, and start getting them for the cattle and stuff. It's the only bit of grass we've got, so I don't want to wreck it all. Yeah, after he does, actually what I might do is after he does his next run back up the paddock, we'll stop him and stop him there. I'll let him run down, finish that bit that he done down the bottom there, and then run him up another row, and then we'll keep the rest of it grass, completely grass this time, and put him on a strip farm on the other side, like stripping on the other side as well of the cow pens, the feedlot. Yeah, that way he does all that like close to roadside type thing, and we've got all the grass up this back end, so they can run around and tether that up and make hay bales and put them in the shed for the cattle. Man, we've got to start making money. Geez, we might be broke when these guys finish. I think they're actually paying for corn and corn. Cotton at a higher rate, so like price. So. Has the economics changed on this? I don't know. It must make the economics really hard or something. Maybe it did. But yeah, we're trying to keep it, you know, sort of basically easy. So, you know, this is the fact that you can put the thing in, you can build that, pick out what you want, find some good maps. This map, like I keep saying, it's the best map for me because it's got broadacre stuff. Is apart from going on to PC and going for all the American maps, where we've got these massive ×4 maps and 6s and all the rest of that, you get some broadacre stuff so you can play on it. There's nothing on this game to play that way. You got that no man's land rubbish, but yeah, call it rubbish. People like it. I don't know. And I'm not doing anything to the map that doesn't, Giants didn't allow you to do straight up bat, you know, like they've made it that way so you can pull it apart this time around. 17 they didn't have all that sort of thing. You add stuff to it, but you didn't, you know, and if it placed, it placed, if it didn't, it didn't. That's the whole point. This time around you can terraform and everything to make things place. In PC it's even easier because you can place anywhere. That's the reason why I just built a big service station and everything like that, and on the Western Australian map. Put the Millennial Farm dealership and that in there, as well as the John Deere dealership. No, it's not my place. Am I not like picking this up? Oh no, I was going to say, is that the row I just come up? Right, that tractor should be coming down soon. Probably meet it about halfway again. yeah, I'll be talking about PC a bit because what I want to do is I want to actually broadcast a couple of PC things, like the Western Australia map and the way I've done it and stuff. Had to rip everything off of it and start from scratch, just the map by itself. I mean, course play and all the rest of those things that you would love to use on those big things, but at the moment I'm just doing it like this AI. I've got a couple of I have a beautiful header combination from Beck. There's a case tractor, case header, and they've got the heads and that to go with it, combining and headers. And yeah, Beck's got one that goes, sure, I can't remember, 37 I think it is miles an hour. It's the fastest I've ever. It's like fast farming. I don't even use fast farming, so it's the first time ever I'm using something like that. It's because of the terrain. Like the paddocks themselves, they're huge, and I can't use course play because it keeps clashing with everything. I just can't. You know, I put course play in the straw pack on, bang, crash. So, you know, there goes the straw pack out the window, you know. Something else I did, and then it crashed for some reason when I had course play on it only, and the GPS thing I had on it. But something happened, and it glitched out, so I went, that's no good either. Because it just deletes the map every time too. It doesn't just, like it'll sit there loading and loading and loading, so you have to physically turn the bloody thing off too. And it's like, my little laptop's just not cut out for it, I don't think. But hey, it's only for my personal playthrough stuff anyway. At the moment I've got the Big Buds. I've got 3 Beck things in white, so you can have any colour with them, so we're going for a white theme. We've got the Kenworths on there. JFL modding with the with one Kenworth, and we've got the K200, and there's an old K100 Kenworth as well that was on there. It has blue interior. It's sort of like old school where they used to use the rivets and that to sheet up everything. I'm going to stop as for a sec and have a look at that tractor. Ah, we have a roadblock. You can honk all you want, buddy. You and your slug man mixer. Silencio, por favor. This is bad, isn't it? Excuse-moi. Shut up, honky. Seriously, Chucky. Give you an inch, you take a mile, right? Oh, you little shit. That's it. So it goes like that. It goes into a screen thing like that, and you just can't get out of it. It goes for like 20-something minutes before you get fed up with it. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Now we did that second row or not? Or we're going to do in one run back. I can't remember. Just let it do that so it does it properly. Yeah, so as soon as I can work out how to actually do it, how I can actually record it, we have a sort of a roundabout way, because I don't know what I'm doing at the minute. So I just want to record the Western Australian one and show you what I've done, basically. What am I doing that for? Why don't I just do it myself? So it costs us money. Swing it back around. Now that, yeah, that's enough grass for us to have for the cattle. Make hay in that. I'll just go up the other end in a sec. Probably get to the end of that run. Is that lower? See? Turned on, but it didn't lower. Right, so whiz it down the other end, put it on auto pilot. Sorry, we'll hide the labels. It's got no collision on the poles and that down here, which is good. Same as the WA map. That's really excellent. You just drive through things. But that fast farming, or like that higher speed, higher capacity too, like it's 650 litres or tons or whatever it is. I don't know. Something stupid. Something like they've got on Bucks County and stuff at the moment with those really increased bloody DH stuff. We put it in there for DH, DJ Coham. That's what they've put on for Michael. That's what they've done it for, basically, so he can look around the map with high intake of everything. It's just freaking speed and everything else, which I'm using on Western Australia for the first time ever. I never get into fast farming or anything else, but now I'm actually using it because of the vastness of the actual place. Right, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to leave a big grass strip here, so we'll bring it over and smash into the compost pile. Aim it up about here. Chuck it on the AI roughly about here. So what have we got for a grass strip? Yeah, that'll do. It's bigger than the other side anyway. So if we do probably a couple of runs and then leave the grass near the road that way, we should be right. What are you doing, cutting? And cutting feels back on. That's it. Run away. Yeah, so I never got into the fast farming and stuff like that. When I first come onto it, playing oat fuel farm and that sort of thing, and everybody was using the fast farm and telling me how to do it, double tap this or whatever, and whatever. It wasn't about me tractor driving. I used to do a lot of inside stuff on this third person thing. Well, I've got third person now. Not too bad. At least you can see me walking with my dog. I put that there's a German Shepherd thing on there from Marcos, and had that on there and chucked it in the back of the Land Rover, and it looked good in there, except I couldn't get it quite set perfectly in the back of that little Land Rover. I was trying to jam him in there so he doesn't move. If I can put a like a thing that will lock him in place, I'll be throwing him on the back of all my utes. Because it's a what are we doing? Going the right way? Yep. Because it's an object. It's not a it's not like the dog thing. You have to have a kennel on that, so you can have it on the back of a ute and stick it on your porch. You can have half a dozen of them, so you get a whole kennel club happening. Which would, you know, if they allow you to have that cage situation, you could make up a dog stud, you know. PC I'm talking about. Because if they have you, well, on PC you can have more than one channel. Half a dozen stewards running around. I'm pretty sure. They still give me that rubbish the other day about only one house per thing. Like I said about this map, if they made Ma and Pa's place like an object, like they do with the boys' place, then it can stay the way it is. Then, like I've got a multiplayer which just got the whole place is left alone, except for I put two of the grain storage sheds, which are the blue ones, in the main yard there. I've got a couple more of those spread out around the actual main yard, and I think one of the boys' houses up the yard up the top there. That's my actual multiplayer. But you know, get them on it to play it, and then we're right. You know. We'll just have a look, because it's probably chucked a U-turn now. Yeah, it has. And it's ripping it up. I was going to strip it, but it doesn't matter. It's already made up its own mind. So I'll let it do completely soy here. Gives a bit more of a crop to work with, I suppose. Because I don't own that across the road there. Or do I? Do I own one, Dilly? I don't think I do, actually. Well, we got 11 grand. I'm glad when you're finished, mate. Because then you've got to take up all the money, don't you? Start engine. Yeah, and this thing will just keep running back and forwards. So that's what we're doing today. We've got the cotton going in. We've got some soybean going in. So that soy will be finished in a second. Then we'll be baling this. Well, we're baling this. Then we'll be loading it. I'm still using an auto wagon because it's a lot quicker. We're just going to try to get that money up as fast as we can before we wind back and then start loading. Yes. I think I might sell a couple of ploughs in that. And straight after, like, we take the stubble and that off. We won't even manure these ones. I think we'll just go with maybe a spray. Yeah, and come out and do a spray halfway through. Because most of the time we're using fertiliser when we put the seed in anyway. Except for cotton. It sort of lends itself to its, you know, what it wants to do and stuff. Got no seasons on it. Once upon a time I used to... it stopped over there, see? Jammed up against the fence. Yeah, once upon a time I used to put cotton on a map first to make every paddock like bare, like the one up ahead. No crops at all, and then you can start from there and plan out which way you want to do it. Because spring's a long way off. I did have a map once that, you know, like 24 day spring and 24 day summer, autumn and winter. So it gives it splits it up into 8 days, early, mid and late, which okay, measure, you just need to do a little bit more. So lower it down. Bang, hit the fence. We chuck a turn in here. Full not lock scenario. That's going to miss a bit in the corner. basically going to do a figure eight for this lot. Yeah, so the big beastie here, the tracked vehicles on the Western Australian map, the Challengers and that got the boot. Yeah, it's bud country over there, by the way. I did have a couple of gears and stuff like that on the new map to put some different flavour in it, but I was going to use some versatile on that to give some colour, but I just had to go with the 1100 horse buds that people have made up. There's one there 1500, so I got him on the double seater. I'll be using the one with a double seater with the 84 feet, like the red bit there, the plows, actual seed thing. They're Seed Hawks and they're 84 feet each, so there's two of them going to be pulled because those paddocks lend itself to huge machinery. So that's what's going to go on over there. 1500 horsepower and 1100 horsepower. We've got those two in. There's Hoff's one from that. Adds a bit of orange across the bonnet and a deer. But otherwise we just got excuse me, we've got single Series 4. There's just single wheels on it for cart running, like bin running and stuff like that, bin chasers and that. Something different. Mr. Hollywood. I was going to do a Hollywood modern farm with the mansion that's they've got out. Where am I going with this? I don't even know where I'm going with this. I want to put it back in the shed across the road. That means splitting it up, not splitting it up, splitting it up. There we go. That's split up. Ready to go across the road over to the big shed across here. I don't know why I'm driving back out here to show you that. Yeah, so those ploughs and that in there, I might get rid of them. I'll just use the harrow in there. Those actual ploughs, I might get rid of the actual ploughs. So we'll do that now. Go into the shop or into the owner's thing and go across. So at the end of the day, we're really running minimal stuff, really. Now we'll make some money back again, so the seeder can take it all. So we've got those two harrows there. One's sort of like a plough. What is a plough? See, it's a 2410 plough. I think that's just been reviewed by. I just saw that. Who's doing that? DJ. And the mower, I saw a thing on that as well. I'm spoiled for choice over there. I've got heaps of those. See, it's like that, but it's like it takes 84 foot of each implement. So she's a huge thing. It folds right down and that. It's massive, but you need the horsepower for it. That, hence the 1500 big bud going to be pulling it. Why? Because I can. And a couple of versatile stuff in that. They've got some real good colour in there, like red and yellow and stuff like that. All that, you know, got a header and all the rest of that. But couple of different maps on the go over there, so I'll be putting different stuff on, and then what I don't want, I'll just delete it altogether. So like a kid in a candy shop to start off with, but now I've settled in with what I'm doing with what farm and that sort of thing. I sort of go, well, don't need that, going back through just deleting stuff. And like I said, things just keep crashing when you're trying to add the straw me and that sort of thing. It doesn't. I think it did actually work with the straw harvest pack. I'll have to set up another map and try it, because that's what I'm doing. I'm doing test map. Excuse me. Setting the stuff up on the actual map itself, and then trying it out. So, and then see if what's going to happen, whether it's going to load for 20 minutes or whether it's going to crash. Normally a good indication is when I put it on, and when it does say start game, you start the game, and if it's dark, as long as it's not night, just delete it anyway, go again. But yeah, this thing here, last time we gave it a good wash. Looking a bit mucky. We'll go for the trucks. Oh, this one's still mucked up, isn't it? Yeah, no, wash it. Oh, don't want that chrome to start rusting. So yeah, these grain bins are great. You know, like it's got a coupling on the back. You chuck the dolly under it, and you got a road train happening. You know, that's what this map lends it to. Road trains as well. It's open. It's silo system, as you've seen. You can use good train system going through there. See that? It's a simple little thing. Right? Put one of those on the back of the Load King, and I'll be running them as road trains. No other mods have to enter. Put it in base game. Put it on there. Otherwise, it's black sheep modding. Well, these guys. See, that's why black sheep modding on 17 was my go-to thing, because I could make trains out of them. On here again, but I used to play this map all the time. But back then it was the actual farm itself. There was no swapping and chopping and changing. You can add stuff, like I always added sheds. I think that's when I started adding these things, like the hay sheds, because the simple fact is that the hay shed like this, right? Even one of my mates, Stub, he said to me, "Yeah, where'd you get that shed from?" When I put on Stone Valley, and I had the big red workshop there too. And I said it was on the hub, but it's the hay bale sheds. So you got the hay bale sheds here, which you know, you can use them this way, depth. You know what I mean? But you can put a plexi cord between here and here, although it's very tight. So your next one, this is the single one that they've got. They got that one. They got a double and a third. That's the third bay there, I think, back there. We just looked at. This is a single one. So you know, you got a 45 foot headers on your implements. You can drag them over like this. Park them out the front, connect it back up to them, and just drive them straight in and put them down, right? So you got 45 foot plus, you know, going from here to here. So there's a drive-in access to your actual combines, your heads on the combine harvesters. You know, just drive in, pick them up, and you can always, like, at the ends here, just put your corn ones folded up here, like bang bang, just around along here. Put your ones right over by the other wall. And they're all contained within the one shed, you know, keeping out the weather and that sort of thing. Saves on maintenance. Well, you know what I mean. But I could put those heads on here and just drive straight through these sheds too, you know. So just drive out the other side with them and keep on going. Keep on going. Keep your motor running. Hell no. I had to put a workshop in because I went, I haven't even got a workshop. Haven't got any chooks yet. The bees are happily being, and veggies aren't growing because I haven't got manure on there yet. The truck's parked a bit squiff. Yeah, so when Zach... Ah, shit, I said his name properly that time. Sometimes most of the time I call him Jake, just annoying. Hopefully it's annoying. But anyway, Zachary, his shed combination there, he is absolutely fantastic. And, you know, I've got his other sheds down there further, as you've seen. And his silo system. Love that silo system he's got. I won't be going back to his map when they finish mucking around with it. I can have it on PC and that, but I won't be going back to that. I played it when it first came out. It was a bit of a... I could have kept on going with it and said, screw everybody, I did it, you know, legit and that sort of thing. But I got it, you know, I didn't do any cheats or anything like that. So I could have kept going with it, but I decided not to, due to out of respect for the map makers and that sort of thing, and him himself. So, but since they brought out the shed packs, now I'm using them. Same as Lone Oak. You bring the stuff out, we'll use it. And which brings me down to another thing with like there was a question before about things don't you can't put those mods on there because they won't go on, and the what's the count was too high, and render count, you know, they won't render properly and stuff. Yeah, like I said, that harrow and the shed and that, all this stuff, everything's starting to come out across, aren't they? So but never mind. So again, you know, I have it here and I have it on PC as well. So, and believe it or not, I have Welker Farm over there too. I haven't done anything to it though. I mean, look at all the stuff I've got to put on over there. See, I can't build maps. I don't get into it. Like, they've got full blank map things over there that where you can sit down and design your own map and stuff. But I haven't got the talent for that sort of stuff. So I use these placeable things and put them down. This, like I said, this one here. See, everything's all flat. See that? Except for when I stuffed up over there. Nearly made another dam. That's what I mean. I can't terraform for shite. But this, because of this yard here, allows you to place things straight away like this, like bang, straight on there. No terraforming. You just move it around till it turns completely green. You hop into it, like zoom right into it, right, and then you actually go up and down while it's inside, while you're inside the actual model. Like, I'll zoom inside the middle of the thing when it's all green, and I'll look around and I'll go up and down and I'll check the ground depth. Right, so you have to just check the ground depth and get it so everything's like it's just going from a flat green base to it just going below the surface, and then, you know, if anything, it's going to have a little bit of indentation rather than you know, like, you don't want a hill and up, you want it to be in the ground a little bit, so then you can just like smooth it off everywhere. Use the smoothing tool. But this on here, you just put it on there. If it's green, you just check it quickly up and down, and bang, place it, and you get it on there. And that's the whole point. You can put anything on this actual map template that they've got here, which lends itself, and you leave all the trees there. You know what I mean? Like, you try to keep as much bushing and trees as possible because they've already been painstakingly put in. Like, you know, that looks like a bottle brush, by the way. Yeah. I think it's on the Australian map anyway. Yeah, I was looking at the textures and that of that the other day. There's a thing you can get to do different textures, bushes and that sort of thing. Over there. But like I said, I don't know how to build a map, so I just place everything. And trust me, I've deleted maps before where I put something down and not happy with it, so then I've taken it back up again, or deleted the whole thing. That's like no big deal to do that. Like these things here, once I get the cows in it, once I get this place up and running properly, like I said, I've got the edge, the buyable place here for all your seed needs. Edge is the company for you. They do all our livestock needs, always have done. Edge is the best brand, great company. They supply us with great clean feed for our cattle and sheep and pigs and whatever we're doing, chickens even. So we just keep putting the crops back into the silos at first, make the price go up a bit, and then we go sell it to the main silos. That's Zach's nice leg there, isn't it? You got a sexy leg there, Zach. A great combination of silos and stuff there. Love it a lot. And then you got the WELKER Farm diesel tank. We've got there the Mercury Farm spray booth, which yeah, I put the truck in and washed it off. It needed it. There's WELKER Farm, the pool, and the clotheslines from Westbridge. But I'm happy with the map of the way it is at the moment. I've decided that's the way I'm going to have it. I had the extra stuff to work with, like the lone oak stuff, and had all the combinations right there. Like if it wasn't blue, which over on the WELKER Farm workshop and that, somebody made a different skin for it, out of galvanized, like tin. So I've got a couple of those buildings on the map that I've got over there. The Australian map, the Outback one, only because of the simple fact that it's got a skin change. You know, if they had different skin textures, I'd probably place them more around on their map. Like I'd have a some cotton miss there. I'd have you know, like build this out as a second farm. Like if I made the house as a placeable, like I said, same as the boys' house, then you could come over here. This is where I put my John Deere farm in before. I just ran a road coming straight through here, which led to the back of the Mrs. B silo, I think it was, or the Russian one. I mean, the Brazilian one. There was something at the back here, and then I had lone oak stuff on the front here, the cows and the pigs, and the actual house. I had a lone oak long shed here, the one that's at the piggery, because I was doing it all in red. So then I had the Westbridge, Westbridge house about here, sun deck thing with a pool in it, and then I had other shedding done up here from a mixture of the Stone Valley sheds and the Mercury Farm sheds were scattered around to make the rest of it, and the big barn was about here somewhere of the lone oak. Yeah, I think I put a video. Did I put a video out? I can't remember if I did or not. But yeah, so I had to sacrifice, because I had to put the Westbridge house here, so I had to sacrifice my pa's place basically. Choice I have to. There's a little bit of cotton mist there too. Oh man, that makes a bale, man. Yeah, so that's it. Basically, today it's all about apologising for not even noticing that. Like basically, I just jumped straight on and put day whatever it was, you know, 1, 2, 3. Because I did the first map, and that's when I actually typed it in and didn't realise it, like the title, and didn't even realise what I'd done. So sorry about that. That's one thing that's very important to people in the world, is their name. Although, if you watch my ghost videos, the last name doesn't mean anything really. Over the other side, they only use their Christian names. So, a given name that they're given. For some reason. Don't ask me why. I've asked them. They won't tell me. So, we'll get into that. I'll ask them a bit more. And if someone to play ball. I asked them when I'm going to die. Because of emphysema and stuff, you know. And they said, well, they say October. I was like, really? Is that it? Yeah. And it was coming up to October, by the way. They got a sense of humour. Trust me, not as bad as people think. They're still people. They're good people. Well, I think they are anyway. The ones I've come across, they've tried the I just keep going around in circles, don't I? Talking rubbish. So this is the palm as it sits. This is going to be it. It's the one I've settled on. It's got what I want. It's got the they're going to have Brahman and that in there. Just going to have the one little chook house. Since I took Marapa's chook house out the back there. Silo systems. My Zach's ones. See, Zach's not a multi-fruit. This placeable thing that they've even made. They haven't made it multi-fruit. They've just left it conventional the way it is. Although I got a seed bag there because I unloaded the one of the cedar. That cedar, I think it was. Had seed, a little bit of seed in it already. Which I had put that away. So it's just a normal regular fruit. It's not a multi-fruit. That's why this one over here is a multi-fruit. That's the in-game one. That's one with the leg on it. And then these are the extra bins that you just place down. I think there's another map I've got where I've got the bins all the way along the back. Got 4 bins along the back. And then you got the edge here, which gives you all your seed needs and fodder and manure and everything comes out of that one. It's a multi-purpose bin. I'll get in close from Edge Moddy. I think it's Edge Moddy. And they got a buyable. So this is the purchasable, and then they got a sellable one as well. I'm not sure how that goes because I've never used it. I've just used this for all my seeding needs, and if that doesn't work, I go across to the age-old favourites from 17. These ones here, and they look like real bins on the farm. So you know, the ones I'm used to. Another thing too, map makers, fill bins, chase bins, whatever. In Australia we have like galvanised, galvanised bins, right? Like not as big as, so basically they're like this, but they're on wheels. So you auger into the top. It's got an auger underneath to unload into the trucks. You got the hole in the top, so you can use them with like the Load Kings or the West augers, fill them up. But they're on wheels, right? They're on a little trailer that you hook behind your tractor or car or whatever we use them behind 4-wheel drives, and we take them down the road, and we inconvenience a lot of people and take them down the road, and then we shove them into the actual so the top of the bin is like the edge here, right, and the bottom is basically like the edge. It's got it's got the lid on the top and a small ladder system that actually goes up to it. Not as big as that, but so you basically cut that in half and then put a metal jig underneath it like that. So you got, and then the wheels on it. So you got the auger underneath the bin, which is a lot smaller than that long spout. So you're making a half a bin with the smaller going to the centre thing with the auger coming out the side of it, right? Or put it near the back so then it's you can bend it out the way. But it's on a frame like that with a square chassis around the bottom of it, with a drawbar at the front, and then it's got the wheels on each side. they're our fill bins in Australia. In Australia, you look up anything on Australia, you'll see fill bins everywhere. They line them up in the paddock. The headers and that, and the chase bins and that come along. Chase bins are auger wagons or whatever you call them. I don't know what you call them. But the chase bins come along and they load into the top of them. When they're all full out in the paddock, they just hook them up behind the tractor or four-wheel drive or whatever the case may be, and take them back to the farm. And then they're automatically in their own silos. You can have different, so they're a lot easier than people having these things put in. You can have more of them. You can just park them in your paddock, even on the edge of your paddock, until you actually have to take them back to the farm or use them or have some place to sell them. A lot of cockies back in the day, they had bins like this, and then they were selling it, $90 a tonne for the wheat and that sort of thing. Yeah. So you got a auger at the bottom. Take the edge bin for example. It's say the same size as that bin there. So the chase bins, the auger wagons, the chase bins can come along empty into the top. So you need a big, nice mouth like this, like the top of that bin, basically shoved on that bin over there, with that framework but square like this. So you've got a drawbar at the end and wheels out the side, or basically inside the framework of the square, if you know what I mean, like the set inside the bin, because you've got the pitch of the actual thing going down to the auger, if you know what I mean. Like if you've got the auger out the back like that, and then around the front drawbar, and then you've got the framework itself, and in that, say that centre frame here, go back, see that square frame there? If that's all set up into that, can I go up a bit? Can I go up? See where the crisscrosses is there, put that above that central, that bar that goes diagonal, and the wheel set inside. So you got the auger at the back, inside so you raise the auger up so it's inside that square thing, you know what I mean, with the tyres on each side. On the inside, then the drawbar at the other side. So you got the auger coming out the back, drawbar out the front, tyres on each side inside the actual metal square frame, right, with the bracing, and that can then be put on the side to support it, and a small auger system so it comes out like that, so you can fill a trailer, and then a big mouth bin like that, and a small ladder on the side on a bin like that. So that bin on a trailer with the top with a big mouth, so auger bins and headers and that sort of thing can empty into it, and on a square base trailer like the framing to support the tank like that. That's called a chase bin. Like, not a chase bin, sorry, a fill bin. And they're all over Australia, everywhere. There's down the road here, they're just lined up in the yard there with the trucks and that, they've got a heap of tippers and that down there. But that's because they've got broad acres like this, like wide open spaces. We're going to make a big mistake. Yeah. Yes, Dixie Chicks. Check them out. Yeah, so they've got massive paddocks and that. So we've got big paddocks around Australia. That's why I love this map so much. It lends itself to that. So that's how you make a fill bin, basically. So if there's anybody who knows any map makers and modders out there that can mod up a whole heap of fill bins, everybody will love them. Trust me. Once you put them on the farming simulator thing, everybody will buy them, because they're small transportable silos. You can go and park them in, even daisy chain them, take them out, because they're light when they're empty, put them out in the middle of the corner of the paddock. It's the same as if there's a semi-trailer sitting there waiting for the chaser bin, the auger bin to come back, fill them up, and then after they're all full on that, you come in and then you remove them from there and take them back to the farm, park them up there or wherever. But there's storage on wheels. Basically take them out to the actual place, and you can sit them there from after the harvest is done. You can sit them there for months at a time, because they're in their own little silo system. When you're ready to come and get the grain, you come and empty them out. Okay? Filled bins. With big mouth like that, see? Big filling, small ladder, square frame for towing, wheels set inside, and the auger. There you go. Aussie fuel bin. Yeah, it'd be good on 21 if they made a big Southern Cross map like they had on 17. PlayStation, PC. Western Australian map on that. But I've got that now as it is, so I'll just stay there. Right, where's this gone? Finished. Alright, let's get doing. Fold them up with buttercup. Fold them up with buttercup. Thank you kindly, sir. And that was a madam that was driving that one. One of the local farm girls. She did a good job putting in our cotton. She's gone, had to go. That's what they're parked up. Yes, I know I'm impacting the soil. Well, look at that. Tree line to tree line. I always buy these paddocks up the middle of the guts here. Use money cheap, of course. But they won't. Well, we got 229. Yeah, so we made a little bit of money off selling those ploughs. Now this one, what are we going to put in here? I have to harrow up first. I've got to get the rest of those bales up too. So we'll just leave the paddocks for a bit. This cedar we'll put in the shed for now, and I'll get on with the baling and that later, and might do a bit tonight as well. I'll finish all the baling off tonight and sell it, and then we'll come back and do some more ploughing. We might even use all the mowing gear and cut some grass, and we might organise a shite load of cattle. That rock's there, isn't it? We'd have that rock. Farm and stuff, or they've changed it from 17. If anybody plays 17, they've changed it, even placing it down. It's not set the way it is in real life. You know, Shelby, Montana's over off the map over yonder. Oh, where is it? There's a town. Traditionally the way it's supposed to be, so it's made just especially for the game, so it fits all in there, and that's how it is. So if everybody starts to jump up and down saying, oh, that's not what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to leave the map alone, it's the way it's supposed to be, well, it's not made the way it is. So even they took liberties, I'm going to say it again, liberties are doing that, changing everything up and making it all fit and making it so everybody can enjoy it. And I'm enjoying it. It's just the stuff up in the name I feel really bad about. Honestly, I didn't even realise I didn't even notice it. Oh, internet connection not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Okay, so obviously that's us. Everybody, catch you on the flip side. If you can't be good at it. Bye.